Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit different of a beer review here. This is another one of my homebrew beer reviews. Now I was looking over the old stuff I did, and I made my Dunkel last year, and I reviewed it, but this is a little different. So last year, the few reviews I did were all using malt extract, and I was brewing that way because I didn't have my full brewery with me. I only had the equipment to do malt extract and also space constraints. Well, I have my brewery set where I'm living now, and I'm brewing 20-gallon batches, which is what it's designed to do. So 20 gallons all grain, that's what I wanted. Same recipe, except that it's all grain, so using malt extract. This is a German-style dunkelweizen that it's a recipe I came up with a few years back, and I made it from scratch. Uh, I only brewed it a few times. And then I wanted another Ducal for the winter, but that didn't happen. So now I made it again. And even though it's summer, I still like dark beers, Ducals and dark Belgians, not stouts. So to go over the recipe quickly, what it contains. Hold on, bring it up here. It is Pilsner malt and wheat malt for the base. Okay. Followed by, let's see, let's bring everything up here so I have it right in front of me. There we go. Followed by Caravien, Munich, Special B, and Carafa Special 2. To go over those quickly, Pilsner malt is going to be the base malt, maybe a little bit of cracker, bread, stuff like that. White wheat for wheat and sweetness, Caravien, intense toffee caramel. Munich to give it a malty backbone. Special B for dark fruit. Fig, plum, raisin. What else am I missing here? Cherry sometimes. Carafa Special 2, which gives it a toasted flavor, maybe a little bit of a roasted. So in the order I mentioned the malts, to the bottom is the quantity, most to the least. And then for the yeast, actually for the hops, I used Hallertauer for bittering and Tittlinger for aroma. Flavor aroma, a little bit of both. Basically, I stayed all German for this beer. And normally I do a lot of experimenting, but since I'm still fulfilling my German beer needs, I'm staying mostly traditional. For the yeast, the two Weist types I've commonly used, well, they're common, should say not that I've used, is 3068 and 3056. The primary difference between the two being that 3068, the banana clove is strong, it's very pronounced, and 3056, it's more soft and subtle. I don't mind the banana clove, but I don't want to eat a liquefied banana. That's why I don't use that one. I use 3056, which is some proprietary blend of theirs, but I'm very happy with it. What I expect out of this beer is the a little bit of sweetness, the intense toffee caramel, malty backbone, and the dark fruit. Those are really the main things. I brewed this beer back in mid-May, and I kegged it this past weekend, so it's only been in the keg just a few days now and being refrigerated, so it's still very green, and it's not going to be full of flavor and full of life. It usually takes a green beer, which just means young, not conditioned. I give them minimum 1 week, sometimes two. Others go months. Just depends on the beer, how high of alcohol, if it's barrel aged, all that good stuff. But 1 week, absolute minimum. I mean, you can drink it within 5 minutes of kegging. I do that all the time. It just doesn't taste right, and there's still yeast floating around suspension. This is a medium body beer. I specifically want that. I didn't want light, but I didn't really want heavy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a sip now. Oh, yes. Dark cocoa, cooked sugar, sweet, slightly malty backbone. There may be hints of dark further peeking out, but since it's so green, it's not going to show its face. They're not going to show the face yet. At least not much. Probably after a week or two it will. It definitely tastes medium body. This is not bitter at all. I didn't use enough hops to do that, and I wouldn't anyway. A bitter beer is not right for the true German style, and I'm not a hophead, which is why any viewers will notice that I don't review IPAs. I don't like them. I think this tastes better than the malt extract version I reviewed last year. It just has a cleaner taste to it. I don't like malt extract that much. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I've been all grain brewer for so long. I like the full control, the full malts, the ability to adjust the body style. This tastes very good to me. And to test my cleaning skills, you see it's lacing the glass, has nice head retention on it, even though I didn't use carapils. But I am a fanatic about cleaning because cleaning is number one most important part of brewing, and I don't use bleach. As soon as I drink it, it coats my mouth, primarily stays on my tongue and in the back of my throat, which is interesting. I don't get that very often. And I get those chocolatey, caramel sweet tones. I wish I had more dark fruit out of it. I really like those flavors. Yeah, as soon as I drink it, that's what it does. It's coating my mouth front to back, but then it just lands on my tongue. And as you can tell, it's black. This is from the Special B and the Carafa Special 2. Those are the darkest malts. It doesn't take much to turn a beer black. A Dunkel can be dark brown or black. This one happens to be black. Well, I guess there's a little bit super dark brown mahogany tones, but I don't care about the color. I want the flavor. So, being this beer is so green, so young, not aged, the flavors are still coming out, but I'm already getting some of them out of this. I'm going to revisit it down the road and see what it tastes like. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So this is my German style dunkelweizen. Nice malty, cooked sugar, sweet. Not overly sweet, a little bit, but very nice beer. All right, well, cheers.